Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to open up this vlog. So yesterday I was editing last week's vlog for Realmathon, and I realized I accidentally deleted the intro and that vlog was only going to be like 10 minutes. So I just decided to combine last week's vlog and this week's vlog into one. So this is vlog number 2 for Realmathon, but this is only going to go until Friday because Saturday and Sunday is Peace Talks, so I plan on doing a 48-hour vlog for Peace Talks. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to be reading other than 2 books. The first one is Made for Us by Natasha, Madison, which actually came out today, so I will be reading that one today. And then the second one is WTF by Cambria Hebert, which is book number 4 in the Westbrook Elite series, and this is a male swimmer romance, and it comes out tomorrow, so I will be reading that. But other than that, I don't know. I will probably throw in some audiobooks because honestly, I have not listened to any of the audiobooks I have, and I think I still have like 11. So I need to get a move on listening to those. So yeah, that's pretty much my plan for the week. I do work Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm off Thursday, and then work Friday and Saturday. So yeah, not too bad, and hopefully I finish Made for Us today, which I probably should be able to. It is only 268 pages, so I should be able to finish that one today. WTF is probably over 500 pages because her books are usually long, which I love, so I'm okay with. But yes, those are the 2 books I know for sure I will read this week. I did just buy Flawless and Heartless by Elisa Silver on audio for the sale they were having, so I might, Flawless is on my TBR for the month, so I might decide to read both of those, listen to both of those. So yeah, but other than that, it's pretty light. I don't have much plans, so but I just wanted to update and go from there. And yeah, so I started Make Me Hate You by Kandi Steiner. I'm about 69 pages in. So I realized that this is actually the prompt, the trope for my TBR game is brother's best friend. But this is actually a best friend brother, and I'm okay with that. I'm gonna probably intertwine those 2 because it's essentially the same thing. It's just a little different, but I love both of them, so I'm going to count it. Also in my TBR game, I said that this was gonna be attack, but I decided not to attack because I get a few more points if I don't attack. So this is going to be for ebook, underrated, and title with emotion because hate is an emotion. So I'm going to count it and go from there. Also might be told in multiple point of views. I haven't gotten a male point of view yet, and I'm 5 chapters in, so I don't know if I will, but it might if it does show up. So if it does show up, I'll get 2 more points, but right now I am enjoying this. It is also like a second chance. This follows, forget her name already, Why? I'm so bad with names. I think, is it? Oh yeah, Jasmine. That's her name. She is friends with Tyler and his sister Morgan, and she goes over to their house the day her mom decides to leave, and Tyler and her end up sleeping together, and he calls a few days later saying it was a mistake, and she leaves because she just graduated high school. And then it's 7 years later and she's coming back home for her best friend's Morgan's wedding, and she hasn't been home in 7 years. So and she is a podcaster, and I'm really enjoying that aspect of this, as I said, I am enjoying this. So yeah, I am. It's 291 pages, and as I said, I'm currently on 69 pages, so chapter 5, so 24% through, and I am liking it. I'm hopeful that I will finish this tonight, but it's 3:30 and I really haven't read all that much, so I don't know. Maybe, maybe not, but I would like to at least get to 50% if possible. So yeah. Update here, I finished Make Me Hate You by Kandi Steiner, and I'm giving this 4 stars. For Realmathon, this counted for team genre indie, and 10 points for the page count. Ebook underrated, 3 points, and then emotion, because hate is an emotion. So yeah, as I said, I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. There we go. Sorry. It's been a long week already and I'm tired, but I did enjoy this. It does involve cheating, so be aware of that. This is a second chance best friends brothers romance. It does talk a little bit about sexual assault, rape, so be aware of that. Also, if you have a trigger for like abandonment, then I would be careful, because the main character Jasmine, her mom leaves her, so she is abandoned, and she doesn't know who her dad is because he raped her mom, and she is a result in of that. So yeah, but this follows Jasmine, who goes to a friend's Morgan's house on the night that her mom leaves. She's a senior, and her best friend Morgan's brother Tyler and her end up sleeping together, and then it's 7 years later she's back for Morgan's wedding, and yeah, both Jasmine and Tyler have significant others, and they do end up sleeping together while still with them. So as I said, it does involve cheating, so just be aware. And I really like the aspect of the podcast in this. I thought that was really cool. Also, Tyler is like he does like number stuff, like he helps people with finances and stuff, and he has a YouTube channel talking about that. So I thought that was also cool that it's in here. And yeah, I like this, and it's super pretty, and this place takes place in New Hampshire / New England for the most part, and I'm very glad I read this. So yeah, I got 39 points for Realmathon for my team, and I am very excited to continue reading Kandi Steiner when I do. So yeah, yeah, no, it was good. So I will spin again for my next Kindle and Kindle and physical book. Update here, I actually have not read all that much. I've only read one of the Spinner books, and then I read Coach by Devney which came out yesterday, and finished that today, and I gave that 4 stars. And for Realmathon, it got me 48 points because it is my team genre, indie, 341 pages, so with 10 points there. Ebook, a book, 1 point. Underrated, 3. Source of light, 6. Spell my name, 6. And multiple point of views, 2. So it got me a total of 48 points, and I really enjoyed this. This is a second chance single dad football romance, small town. This follows Millie and Ford, and they were best friends in college, and then Ford was dating Millie's like roommate in freshman year, and he ended up getting her pregnant, and then he leaves and like marries that girl, and he comes back 7 years later, or 10 years later, not 7, 10 years later, and he is now a coach at his college football team, and Millie is like part of the sports like team, so, but I really enjoyed it. As I said, I gave that 4 out of 5 stars. And now I think I'm gonna read my arc of my Micalea Smeltzer arc, Rising. So I'll do a separate vlog for that. So I think this vlog is not going to be very long. It is Friday, and I've only read 2 books, which also Coach was my 5th book for the month, so I met my 5 books that I read last month in 7 days. So yeah, as I said, March was not a very good month for me, but I think I'm gonna read Rising, my arc. So yeah, I might pick up an audiobook, but I haven't really been feeling audiobooks right now, so I don't know, but I think I'm gonna start Rising and go from there, and whatnot. So yeah. Hi, so I finished Made for Us by Natasha and Madison. This is book number 3 in the Made For series. This is a hockey romance. This is a single dad, secret baby hockey romance. And this came out on Monday the 10th, and I actually read it on the 10th, but I did not update the vlog, so this is the first time I'm talking about this, and I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. This follows Abigail and Tristan. Tristan is a single dad, and he didn't find out about his child until she was like 2, and she and her mom got in a car accident that killed her mom, and he steps up and takes care of her. And then it's a few years later, and Abigail and Tristan go on a family trip, and they both have crushes on each other but haven't done anything about it. Then they have a one-night stand and hook up the last night of the family vacation, and Abigail ends up pregnant, but does not tell Tristan until 15 weeks, and it's their story. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars, and for Realmathon this counted for my team genre indie, and I got 10 points for the page count, which is 268. An ebook of multiple POVs, underrated, Spell My Name, and Source of Light. And this got me a total of 48 points. And yeah, I really did like it. Hi, I am here to update again. I read What the F by Cambria Hebert. This is book number 4 in the Westbrook Elite series. This one's a little more heavy because this deals with abuse, abuse relationship, and thinking you're not enough, and trying to overcome the abuse that you had. But this follows Win and Lars. This is, some of it is set in flashbacks from Sweden, and this is an MM romance, and it's a swimmer romance. It's really good. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, and really enjoyed it. As I said, this is book number 4 in the Westbrook Elite series. For Realmathon, this got me a total of 54 points. I actually, for the first time in Realmathon, attacked. So it got me my team genre indie and 20 pages because it's 406 pages. It's a 2023 release, illustrated spine, didn't buy, and dysfunctional family. I don't actually have the physical copy, but the rest of this, I'm just assuming that the rest, because this is the rest of the series and these are the spines, so I'm just assuming that it is illustrated. Could be wrong, but I think it will most likely be illustrated. So I'm gonna count it, and this is a very dysfunctional family. As I said, this follows Win, who is Wes' brother, which you meet in the third one, which is Wish, and Max, and it's just really good. Really good. Recommend. It's also on Kindle Unlimited, so that's why I didn't buy it. So if you're interested, check this whole series out. They're all on KU, and I really enjoy them. Hi everyone, I am here to wrap up for the last 2 weeks. Sorry this vlog is not very good also. It's just more wrap-ups than anything, so I apologize, and hopefully that I will get better, but it is what it is. So I read a total of 5 books in the last 2 weeks. Granted, one of them I'm not going to talk about because that was my arc of Rising by Micalea Smeltzer, which I have a own vlog for. But I did manage to read 4 other books, and I read a total, I didn't actually, give me one sec, I didn't actually add up the pages for both weeks, so. So I read a total of 1,297 pages in the last 2 weeks, and for Realmathon, I did um 135 points for defending and 54 points for attacking for Realmathon, so not too bad. I'm really pleased with that. So the first book I read was sorry, Make Me Hate You by Kandi Steiner. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this one. This is a best friends brothers book. This follows Jasmine, who is a senior, and she her mom decided to leave her again, so she goes over to her best friend Morgan's house, and no one's home other than Tyler, who is Morgan's brother, and they are friends too. And they end up sleeping together, and then a few days later Tyler says it was a mistake, and she decides to leave and doesn't come back until 7 years later, after, or is it 10? It's sometimes some years later, when Morgan is getting married and she comes back. She is also a podcaster, which I really did like the elements of that in the story. I thought it was really good, and I really did enjoy that. There is some cheating in here, so be aware, but I really did enjoy this one. And as I said, for Realmathon, this got me a total of 39 points. Then I read Coach by Devney Perry, and this one came out on the 6th, right? Yeah, the Tuesday the 6th. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. This is a single dad football romance, second chance. This follows Millie and Ford. They were college best friends, and something happened, and Ford decides to cut off all communication with Millie, and then is it 10 years later? I think it's 10 years later he comes back to his college and is the new football coach for his college, and Millie works at the college too, in the sports thing. It's their story. I really enjoyed this. This is also available on Kindle Unlimited, and this one got me 48 points for Realmathon. And then I read Rising. As I said, I have a whole vlog on that one. And then I read Made for Us by Natasha Madison, which is book number 3 in the Made for Us series, or Made for series. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars. This one came out on Monday the 10th. And for Realmathon, this gave me 48 points. This is a single dad, secret baby hockey romance, and I really enjoyed it. 4 out of 5 stars. And it follows Abigail and Tristan. And then lastly, I read What the F WTF by Cambria Hebert. This is book number 4 in the Westbrook Elite series. I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. This is a male-male swimmer romance. This one does trigger for abuse relationship, so just be aware, it is very triggering if you are triggered by that. Just be aware. Also, there is a few scenes of allergic reactions to peanuts, so again, I don't know if that's triggers for some, but I would be aware of that too. But I gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. This is available on KU if you're interested. Check out the whole series. It's a great series. This follows Win and Lars. But 5 out of 5 stars, and really enjoyed it. And for Realmathon, this got me, this was the first book I used to attack, and it was negative 54 points. So, yeah. And those are the 4-ish books I read this week, or the last 2 weeks. And Peace Talk for me starts in like 3 hours, so I will be vlogging for that. But yeah, if you've read any of these, what did you think of them? And what books did you read in the last 2 weeks? And I'll see everyone later. Bye.